So I made some changes to the step down pulley, and for one thing I'm using marine vinyl for the idler pulley, so it's 1.5 inches wide, and I stitched stitched it up here so that from here to the bottom is 2 inches, which is kind of neat because that's a 2-inch pulley. And so I stitched this at 2 inches, and I think it works really great. And the reason why I'm using marine vinyl is because the underneath of this marine vinyl is that slippery, it's white and it's real slippery. The only thing is you want to make sure that you cut it so that the long threads are going this way, horizontally. That way it slides easier. So, I don't think it'll shred, but if it does, it's so cheap, I'll just put another one on. And it works really well. The other change I made was I moved the center of the pulley. I moved it here so that it's above this heavy L bracket instead of over here. And because this started to bend, because I tried it with a heavier belt again, and I kind of bent this bracket. So I decided that I better just keep it in line with this. So I moved it closer, which meant I had to drill more holes in this platform to move this back. So it's been quite a learning experience with all of that, but this is working really well, really well. And I'm gonna stitch some leather. So this is leather, and it's I think it's 5 layers. I have 2 layers here, but this looks like it might be 3 layers, but we'll just say 2 layers there, 3, 4, and 5 for this one. And I started stitching it with white thread and realized I shouldn't do that for the video, so I changed it to gray. And so we're gonna, I'll do some stitches just showing it here, and then I'll do some showing the pulley with the new marine vinyl as my idler pulley. And this is about, let's zero that out. Let me get a better shot of it. So it's about 5.4, about 5.5 mils or so. And after I do that, I'll do this. This is a bunch of marine vinyl, quilted cotton with batting. So there's like 2 layers of batting. Actually more than 2 because this is folded over. So maybe 3 or 4 layers of batting. And there's a couple of quilted pieces in here. This is pretty thick. This is, let's see where I can get it. That's about 8.5 mils. It's cushiony, but so I'll do that one too. So we'll do this one first, and so I'll go ahead and I'll pulse the foot pedal to get the needle down. And I'll start to bring it all up a little so that I could pull up the slack here. You can see there's slack. Okay, so I'll pull the slack till the check spring moves slightly. And if you can't pull it, you just bring the needle up a little bit higher until you can pull it. And I'll take one stitch forward. Okay. Just tighten those. Go back one. Oops, I just wanted to go one. Okay, now we'll go forward. Trying to go slow. So for the rest of this, then I'll show it on the pulley. And you could see how nice and slippery that is. It's just perfect. Trying to go slow. Okay. So that's kind of how it looks when it's stitching. It's kind of neat. It just slides around like that. And then here's what I stitched. This is really junky leather, and I really don't like this thread, but you might be able to see it. And then here's the back. It's the lighter. And I might have been puncturing other stitches and it still just went through. So that was really a great test. And then now we'll do this. So this is really thick. I could barely get it under here. So I'll pump it to go down into the fabric. Try to come up a little. Again, I don't have much slack here to even pull. Still can't pull it. It's so thick. There's really nothing to pull. Okay. I mean, to have this much torque and going this slow is just... So even when I'm just at the top of the fabric, I have enough torque to penetrate it. So there it slipped because this is real thick right here, but it went in. Okay, now we have stitches. So again, I was at 5 on top, 50 grams in the bobbin, Tex 70 or 69 bonded nylon thread, top and bottom. And it's the second row here. There we go. And then the back. Oh, I'm not sure which row it is. Well, the bobbin is gold, but I have 2 rows of gold, so... Oh, well, the thread is here. Yeah, I'm not sure. They both look good. So there you go. It's really working well. And then I stitched this as well off camera. I went really slow. That was so nice. I wish I would have taped it. Let me see if I can do that again. So that's, I thought it was 5 layers. 2, 4, I guess it was 6. Oh, that's right, because, no, this one strip, this skinny strip, is so thick, I thought it was 2 layers, but, so it is still 5 on here. Let's see if I can do it slow again, though. Oh, this is curling. I might run out of bobbin thread again. I hope not. So I'll pump this to get it down. I got some slack, but I know I'm not going to be able to pull this. Still not. Okay. I had it on reverse. I guess I should have something behind it. Did I go in reverse? I can't remember. Okay, it's not feeding. Okay, let's... I might have it stuck on the feed dogs. Okay, let's try it now. trying so hard to go slow. I did such a better job when I was off camera. So it's really, and it's interesting because the more stress you put on the machine, in other words, the thicker the fabric, the slower you can go. And the slower you want to go, too, when it's thick like that. Okay, so here we are going through, I could get the caliper in here, a little over 7 mils of fabric. So that's over 1/4 inch, 0.29 inches. And this is using the step-down pulley system that I made like an hour-long video on that, on how I set it up. And I'm using a 1.5 amp VGK motor that I got off eBay. And you can see that I have marine vinyl, 2 layers of quilted. There's marine vinyl, 2 layers of quilted cotton, and then various layers of cotton and flannel, and then another layer of marine vinyl. So I could barely get it under the foot. I think I even raised my presser foot height, up here. But I got it under the foot. I have the presser foot down, and I've got Tex 69 thread on the top and the bottom, 18 jeans needle, so it's a sharp, 50 grams of tension in the bobbin with the toa gauge, and 5 on the top tension. A 4 for me would be this screw being flush with this larger screw. So it's just going through it like butter, and I can go nice and slow. I'm so excited. This is old stitching from another machine from like years ago. So I'm just going to start this new with a 1/4 inch foot. Stitch length is at its longest, so it's about 4.2 mils. And here we go. I'll try to go nice and slow. It just goes through it like butter. And now I've stopped with the needle just barely puncturing the fabric. And I'm sure it'll still just go in. I'm trying to go really slow. But there's so much torque. It's amazing. I mean, it's so much fun to sew now. I can do just about anything. Pump it if I want. I can go, 1/4 stitch, half stitch. It's amazing. There's, no humming. no fast jutting forward, and just beautiful stitches. These scissors. Just beautiful. And there's the thickness. And there's the back. Stay in focus. And I mean, just to show you how it is to get it under the presser foot. I mean, this is how high it was before it was pressed down, and I had to just lift it a little bit higher just to get it down. But it did great.